Good evening, friends. This is Rahul Magan here is Group Chief Executive Officer of Treasury Consulting and also a venture capitalist. Today we are shooting a very interesting video that has just happened. I have just taken a quote from Bloomberg, and I got to know that I'm telling you the quotes of the Indian rupee interest rate swap. This video we are posting hardcore traders like me, front office people. So the 2-year quotes which I am quoting is 6.18 to 6.33. So first is the bid and second is the ask. 3 years is 6.09 and then 6.24. 4 years is 6.36 and 6.51. Practically 5 years is 6.6, 6.75. 7 years is 6.64, 6.94. And 10 years is 6.64, 6.94. So I would like to highlight two important things which has just happened in the Indian rupee interest rate swap. The thing number one is that the spread between 7-year and the 10-year period has reduced considerably in the INRIRS. That is something, a big arbitrage that has created in the financial market in Indian rupee structures. We need to see how can we use this arbitrage, to be honest. Another important thing is that for the companies like Reliance Industries Limited, who is actively looking for funding, right? Although I do not want you to go into the politics, but today I got a message that in which people were talking about the current government, and they told me that the current foreign exchange reserve tantamount to $420 billion. I wrote a message to them on the public on WhatsApp site, said that you check the net international investment position. Net international investment position is the difference between the foreign exchange assets and foreign exchange liabilities. So that difference is now increased to $392 billion, although it was just, if I'm not mistaken, $303 or $305 billion. In the last 5 years, the difference has increased. I'm not talking politics here. What I wanted to say that FX liabilities of the country is growing. And they are growing because companies like Reliance and others are taking a huge amount of funding outside the market. Sitting today, think like a businessman. Considering the non-performing asset situations which we have in India, which is unabated. In English, the meaning of the unabated, is keep moving. Considering the non-performing situation which we have in India, which is unabated, finding any Indian rupee driven proposal at 8% is relatively pretty tough. But if I look at the quotes which is being there on Bloomberg, they does suggest that the 10-year IRS interest rate swap, I don't know how many people understand this video, but this is exclusively for traders actually. 10 years IRS is 6.64 to 6.94. 6.64 means if you have if you have dollar assets which you wanted to convert into INR assets, while 6.94 is the companies like Reliance who have the dollar liabilities and they wanted to convert into INR liabilities. Although it's not the right approach, but still I treat this as 7%. 6.94 is flat 7%. So, and we know that the QST, quality spread differential for Reliance Industries Limited, is tantamount to 1% to 1.25%. I go to the petrochemical company and not go to the Reliance as a group is 1% to 1.25%. So I'll go to the petrochemical company as this is pretty strong in financial statements. It means that effectively if I take 1%, the 6.94 if I take to 7 plus 1 total 8, right? It effectively meant that today Reliance is in a position to cover dollar liabilities in INR liabilities at 8%. I don't think that in the last 1 year I got to know about this kind of numbers on the Bloomberg. But this is something pretty much arbitrage in nature, that at 8% you would be able to cover your entire dollar liability exposure into Indian rupee liability. Considering the fact that Reliance Industries Limited into the expansion zone, and you have, I think the Zio is coming, there are some, I think they are coming to e-commerce also, retail also they are expanding. So there is a huge requirement. I think it's a right strategy for them is to cover their dollar, is to raise as much as dollar as possible at cumulatively 8%, and then what they can do using the concept like financial guarantee, which is in INDAS by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, they can give the guarantee to their basically to their sister concern and cover this kind of loan. This is something which is relatively very important. Just to wind up this video, I don't think in the last 2.5 years ever we got to know that Indian rupee interest rate swap reach to 7%, and if we add 1% as a QSD, we reach to approximately 8%. All those people, those who have even a single doubt in their mind, and the doubt is that you need to cover the POS, principal only swap plus coupon only swap exposure, I would like to clarify this doubt that principal only swap plus coupon only swap exposure need not to be covered, in the sense like this IRS, interest rate swap for any currency, USD IRS, GBP IRS, Japanese yen IRS, Aussie dollar IRS, CNY IRS, any IRS cover POS plus COS in detail. It's a sum of POS plus COS. So this includes LIBOR plus the swap annualized premium. So it's a net hedging cost which is there in the books of Reliance Industries Limited, which is currently tantamount to 8%. And that, according to me, it's a rightest approach, rightest time to hit. To wind up this video, they are pretty active treasury. They are running their treasury operation in the right way, and that is a point of appreciation for them. I think they should cover this up. With this, Treasury Consulting, thank you very much. As it was pretty short video, you know our mobile number 919899242978. You know our fixed income platform www.fixedincome.global. Please be note that we do maintain WhatsApp group whereby we keep talking about trading strategies, in advanced trading strategies, options and all. If you think you have credentials, you're really interested to learn in financial market with credentials, you are welcome to write to us. Hopefully we will add you up. This is Treasury Consulting from one of the beautiful countries in the globe, Singapore. See you soon.